Hello, welcome back, or welcome if you're just now joining. I say just now like I didn't just make this channel a week ago. Either way, whenever you find this, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. So glad to be doing this. I'm glad you're a part of it. I hope something that I say or something that comes up is helpful to you in some way. Helps you find your inner light. This is the Liminal Hedge. I'm your resident moth, and we'll be doing a collective love reading since we've only done one so far. Did two collective readings that unintentionally went together. So we'll see what happens. I'm not intending for this to follow up on the last one, although it was very cute and sweet. So if you feel so inclined, check it out. It would be applicable if you are not yet in a long-term committed relationship. If you're in a sweet little new thing, it's called, I think I called it, can't remember. It says meet cute. So if you feel like you've met somebody cute, well, check it out. All right. Yes. So we're going to do collective love reading. And let's get into it. You go in, I'll go in, see what comes out. Okay. I saw like not, it wasn't, okay, let me try to think what this is. It's a racetrack, which I know nothing about. And kind of in that sort of, I don't want to say clown car situation, but that's kind of what it was like. When people are, okay, so it wasn't like this, but it was sort of, but with cars, I don't understand what I saw. It was like when people are doing a three-legged race or a potato sack race, and it's getting like really chaotic. But this was cars, and it was kind of clown car situation. So, the Three Stooges situation was reaching a pinnacle. Oh, I don't know what that means. Maybe it'll have something to do with, are you in a comedy of errors with your situation? Listen, if you were like, yes, there are errors, it's not funny. I'm not meaning to laugh. But there is something to be said for laughing through some of life's weirder things. One of my dearest Pisces friends taught me that, and my life has never been the same. So we'll see. Nothing's popping out just yet. Hermit, Two of Pentacles. That Two of Pentacles is just everywhere. I'm gonna do my nerd thing and make a database for the cards that come out for every single reading, just for my own. I want to see, because what's been popping out for the readings here have not been popping out for me. So we'll see. One card, please, for the issue that the collective needs to know about. One card, please. Issue. Ooh, there we go. Ooh. And you know what? It's the World. the world, and look at that. I can't handle it. I can't. Look at this wrist. What the? I can't. Look. Oh, that's not what this card means, but okay. Oh, sometimes visions are funny. Visions are funny. All right. We'll be serious just in case. I hope you're having a great time. It feels like you're having a great time. Feels like you know what, I would buy tickets to the show. You know what I mean. All right, that's the issue. What's the internal influence, please? Internal influence for the collective love reading. What's the internal influence? Ooh. Okay. External influence. Woo. We're on a roll. Things are picking up speed. Okay. All right. What is needed for resolution for the collective love reading? What is needed for resolution? Collective. What is needed for resolution? The collective. We'll take that one. Okay. What is needed for... What is the resolution? What is the resolution? What is the resolution? Please, collective. One card. Spirit. What's the resolution? Wow. Okay. This is interesting. We'll take the bottom one. Ah! Okay. All right. Let's do it. Let's get in. Let's get in. I'll start using different cards. I just really love the Rider-Waite. I just love it. I forgot to spray my Palo Santo. Maybe that's why everything felt like a... oh, it did. It reminded me of two, upwards, backwards, da 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 da. What is that? Oh, I hope I don't get tagged for that. Is that the caucus-race from Alice in Wonderland? Okay, all right, collective. For your love reading, the issue, the world is a lot going on. We have a lot going on. I noticed, let's see, we'll get there, but this is the first reading so far that I've done for the collective where we have sort of, we're missing cups, no cup cards, but that's okay. Because we have the world card and this is everybody, right? Everybody. Okay. All right. Is there, are there too many clowns in the car? We have a lot. Typically, when I look at this card, when I'm reading for myself, all these characters to me feel maybe not supported, but sometimes they do. They feel like they're there to be supportive, to support this sort of God, I'm not even being able to say what I normally rate it as, because it's, to me, it's so loud. Jeez Louise. Okay. It's a lot of people, isn't it? Are people weighing in? Is it to the point where like your phone rings and you're like, what fresh hell now somebody want to say about my situation? Because these are right now, they're especially like, I noticed it with this guy first, and then I sort of went radially around, and it just felt like 7 radio stations playing in my head. Too many clowns in the clown car. All right, check it out. Check her out in there. That's what we're gonna need to do. Close yourself off. Protect your energy. Seal yourself. God, I've never read this card like this. And my nose is itching like crazy, and my fingertips are... God, and it's so loud in my head. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, listen. Let's breathe together. We'll do some more. Go, if this is you, and I'm sorry if it is, go get something, grounding. Just pause this, come right back. Like, I just had to spray that Palo Santo again. Do that throughout your day. Pick something very special. And I'm going to say the word sensual, but I don't mean it like that. I mean it like of the senses. So that when this is happening, when these people outside are trying to permeate through this Ouroboros laurel wreath here, which I've never read it like that either. You're on a perpetual loop. A laurel wreath, right? So you're in a perpetual loop, protected. In your birthday suit, couldn't be more blissed out, but this stuff, right? And so that is what the world card is, right? When you get the world card, you can't mess up, because even your mistakes here in this space are going to, they're going to take you down a road you wouldn't have gone down, and you'll find the thing that you were actually looking for quicker than if you had followed somebody's directions, their little map that they made for you. Oh, I know a better way. I know, so yes, doing the right thing in here obviously is going to get you the result you want, but even doing the wrong thing in here, and you notice how I'm having a really hard time spitting this out. So, okay, back to get some grounding things. And I would specifically, if you don't already have a special connection to one, if you do, great, use that. It doesn't have to be a lot of money. Like I used to buy these little incense matches, right? They were like 99 cents from a cute little curio store, right? It doesn't have to be anything extravagant. Just pick it with that intention, whether it's a texture, a smell, whatever it is, and keep it with you during this time. Because, and think about how much the universe is supporting everything you're doing. Okay. And in the context of love, I'm noticing there's no one else here, right, with her. So I don't know if you're in separation or if it's a long distance situation. Doesn't really matter either way, because the message is still the same. Very much become the center of your world. Make this stuff like on a centrifuge, make it spin around you to the point that it oh, what's that thing called? The tilt-a-whirl? Why is everything having to do with carnivals and wacky spinning? Oh, I hope you're... Okay, again. Wow. Your energy is... It's a lot. Okay. Yep. Let's actually move on and maybe we'll come back here. But I need you to... And I feel like you're trying. I feel like you're trying really hard. Levity, laughter, laugh it off. Nobody gets to come in here and tell you what the right or wrong way is. Only you know. And it does not matter what you do in this space and in this time. It's going to bring you where you need to be. It's just a matter of if you get there at a certain time, and all of that is going to be in divine timing anyway. Okay? So maybe that's what's so funny. Maybe, do you already realize that? Do you already kind of feel that? Like the center of the storm, the eye of the storm, do you already feel sort of a calm stillness regardless of this this spinning that's happening around you? Tune it out. Tune into yourself. You know what's best. You're being guided, divinely guided. And you don't have to explain yourself to anyone. When we're not doing something that is alarming, or heck, even if it is alarming, as long as we are not hurting ourselves or others, which my intention is for these readings to reach beautiful, lovely people who don't harm and hurt other people. And if you are someone who does that, I hope you stick around and learn that there's a better way to exist. You don't have to explain yourself to anyone. It doesn't matter who's trying to get in and Tokyo drift up into your driveway with their clown car and try to get you in there. You don't have to. Nope. You sure don't. You know exactly where you're going or not going, and at what time. And if this has to do with your romantic partner, same message. Take some time. It looks like you already are. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Because it picks up. I don't know how it could pick up any more from here, but here we go. Okay, and now on to some earth sign energy. Whew. We got the Six of Pentacles. So this is finding the right, obviously finding the right balance, but in the context of what we've been discussing, this is taking it out of fifth gear and downshifting into, second or third. We're coasting we're in a residential zone. We're going 35 now. Okay, we're not speeding around the track anymore. So this is once you've found this place. I forgot to get my deck that these are covered. Sort of forget about that. Once you get here consciously, I think you're subconsciously doing it, but I think you're feeling guilty about it, and I think you feel the need to explain, go along with this stuff out here. And you don't have to. No. Nope. Because once you do this and come in here consciously, I don't mean subconsciously, because that's still going along with the flow of other people. I want you need to be going with the flow of the universe working through you. Okay? So those little whispers that are not from other people, that are just from you. Once you get there and you start embodying that consciously, then the internal influence, this is where we get. And this is balancing. This is how she's able to balance here. Okay? So whatever this is that's that's allowing you to allocate your attention where you know it needs to go. It needs to go here. It doesn't need to go here. Not right now. Right now. Where you are, you're calibrated. Something is occurring to you. Interesting. I never thought about that before. He's got this scale as if he needs it. You don't need it right now. Wow. I cannot believe this wacky energy. Okay. This is you. Okay. These people, we're not even gonna call them people. They're little pots where you could put your attention. I cannot believe how much my nose is itching from this. You don't need this scale. You don't need it. You don't need any external influence at all to tell you where to put your energy. Nope. So if this is other people messing with your relationship, if this is the other person inside your relationship, there are things calling for your attention, and you know what they are. You know what they are. And when you put your energy in the right place that you know, if this is like when you flip a coin and you think, oh, well, I don't know, and I'm unsure. You're not unsure. You may be telling yourself that you're unsure. You may feel unsure, and that's all very valid, because holy heck, with all this, look up the lyrics to the caucus-race song from Alice in Wonderland. How in the world are you even getting things done? I don't know. You poor thing. And thank God we end on the Four of Wands, because otherwise this would just not be a love reading, would it? Heavens. So this is about, and these are, okay, little stepping stones, right? Like, what was that called? What's that movie? Miyagi. Boop, boop, boop. You know, this is taking very measured, very meticulous. You're going to follow the breadcrumbs of the universe, and you'll know that it's that, for one, because you already do. I can tell. You already know. But this has got to be so loud. You must be having a hard time. The breadcrumbs from the universe are going to feel you're not going to feel like I feel like I have bumblebees in my chest right now reading for you. The breadcrumbs from the universe are going to be that scene in a movie where somebody's on public transit, in a cab, whatever, driving. They pass by something significant and they do that thing in cinematography where, sort of everything slows down, zooms in on the person, and you see the recognition. That's what I'm talking about, where time slows down, because this is way too much, way too fast. Everything, everywhere, all at once, okay? So you'll know the difference because it's whatever it is that's these little breadcrumbs to the right balance of being permeable and not being permeable to all of this is going to actually set your soul at ease. So literally whatever that is, and I hope that it's many, many things, because also when you're in this kind of portal situation, when you're here and everything's your compass is spinning wildly, it sort of invites in a lot, right? Or it has the potential to. So just as many instances as there are for outside influences that are just real 3D things to be sort of, I can't get the Tokyo drifting, the clown car up. I can't get that out of my head. Just as many instances of that as there are happening, there will be a balance. You're just having a hard time seeing them. Okay, so don't look for them, feel them. They will be what sets your central nervous system at ease. They will make time slow down. Whatever those things are, latch onto them. If they're temporary, if they're liminal and they go by really fast, take it with you. Pay attention to those little things. They're going to be synchronicities that get you to where we want to go here in the end. Okay. And we got a couple more steps before we get there. So these are going to be the foundations, the foundational steps. It's going to be like your how to get myself out of the North Pole where my compass is spinning wildly. I'm being chased by clowns in cars. Oh, so sorry. I don't feel like you did a dang thing to deserve this. Because I said that too. You don't have to explain yourself. I really, 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 the only person you have to explain yourself to is yourself. Okay? Whatever your decision is. Many decisions. Whatever they are. They're yours. You know where you're going. Okay? You're tapped in. We gotta turn that dial down to that other stuff. All right. External influence, because we need more of that. External influence. At least we'll take it. We'll take it. I've never been so flippin' happy to see the slow, boring, sleepy, lovely, peaceful Page of Pentacles. I don't think I've ever done a love reading and thought, joyous occasion, here comes the Page of Pentacles with his super fascinating, long-winded stories about the Library of Alexandria, and da-da-da, and da-da-da, and da-da-da. This is what we need. If if external, this is either a person that you will be finding to be in a relationship with, or this is the place where you're able to get your relationship to once you've done those, once you've gotten, I feel so much more calm. Wow. I feel so calm. I could like take a nap right now. Oh, sleep. External. This is a person. This is a person who, when you're in their presence, you feel so lulled and loved and quietly supported. This is a person who, you know, when you're dealing with something rough and you go to that one friend and they know that you don't actually want to talk about it. They can tell that it's just gotten too big, too much. And they pour you tea and they start fussing for you, right? But it's in this like really loving way, and they blather on about their things and with minutia and lovely details that get to take you away from all of these decisions that you're having to make. They take you away. Go, whoever that is, spend time with them. If it's not a person that you actually know, it's that favorite podcast that you forgot about. It's when I was describing that a second ago, it popped into your head. You know exactly what that is. Or it could even be like a sort of chop wood, carry water meditative thing that you like to do that, you know, is outside of wherever all of this is happening. If this is happening in your home, if this is happening in someone else's home, you know, there's always an epicenter, right? And you're at it. Get out of it. Pop your earbuds in, listen to that podcast, whatever it is. Go find that friend. They will be more than happy right now to take you out of your own head with very, very much you'll learn how to get back to your grounded center from watching them, the way that they very meticulously boil water, the way that they very meticulously measure the amount of tea that goes into the steeper, the way that they pour it, right? These things. Go to a tea house. I mean, we have them where I live. I live sort of in a more alternative city, so we have lovely things like that. Again, a lot of the things that I'm feeling for you are sensory. And I said the word sensual, and I don't mean it like that, even though this is a love reading. I mean it in the like really absorb. They don't have to be luxurious, but you can make, like I was just describing that tea, how to make tea. That sounds intensely boring. You need that. You need that. You need back to basics. the stuff, whatever it is, I don't understand the neurochemistry behind, you know, whatever it is that lights up people's brains with ASMR. All those because it's all very simple, right? It's not somebody doing a friggin' the Indy 500 with with the Three Stooges. Okay, it's we're chopping wood, carrying water. Chop wood, carry water. Chop wood, carry water. Whoever that person is, go be with them. Go spend time with them. They'll be more than happy. I just heard they need it. That kind of person is often forgotten about. And I think they might be aware of what's happening with you, but they might also have their own thing. But they enjoy service. You know, I'm getting very much Virgo off of this. Taurus, you know, oh my God. If you have a Virgo or a Taurus in your life, they love the home, love being meticulous, love, you know, that doing things the prescribed way. I must set this here, and then I must set this here. You need that. Go find that. If you can't find it, for whatever reason, and I'm sorry, do it for yourself and embody it. Like I said, podcast, you know, put it on, put your earbuds in, whatever, and you do it. I would suggest doing it outside of the home. I don't know why. So, and I would also, because I keep feeling that, like I feel like we were in your house or in your space or something, where a lot of this energy is starting to affect the vibes of that environment. So also please cleanse your space. Okay. The way this person would. Yeah. I have literally never been so happy to see this guy. I gotta tell you what. It's kind of like that trope in a movie where like someone's been through the most insane thing ever and they pop out in some random middle of nowhere city and they start to interact with like some, you know, good old boy at a gas station, some 80-year-old dude, you know, and he's chewing his tobacco or whatever. And for the first couple seconds, the person who's been on hyperdrive cannot downshift and is frustrated by it. But then you see like that magic sort of work on them. That like, because those people, right, like, you know, they get a bad rap, but they're always in the present moment. And if you notice that type of person that I just mentioned from that trope, always have time for you, whoever this is. I really hope it's a real person. I do. I really hope it is. And if it's not, be that for yourself right now so that, because again, you're here pulling in whatever. This may be a new friend. This may be who we end up with here. All right, let's move on because good Lord, I've been going on and on and on with your crazy story. All right, what's needed for resolution? I think I pulled this. No, I didn't. It was the 9. It was the 9 of Swords. Almost exactly in the same position last time, which is getting a little odd, collective. But thanks for sending energy, or thanks for letting me tap into it. Get it. We got to get out of here. We got to, I think, do you get here and say, I don't want to ever think ever again? I don't blame you. I don't blame you. This is this is giving me just, I've never said these words before in my whole life, even though probably I've had plenty of reasons and opportunities to. Blissful dissociation, indulgent dissociation. Okay, stop distracting yourself because you got places to go, right? I think you get this done and you're like, oh, I'm never leaving this place ever again. I will, but you can't. You go to the monastery, right? And you hang out with the monks and you're like, this is the best thing ever, but chop wood, carry water. What do we do before enlightenment? Chop wood, carry water. What do we do after enlightenment? Chop wood, carry water. So as much as I feel like the tendency is, this was way too much and I'm just going to barricade myself. This was too much. I'll never go back there. It legit feels like it's far behind at this point. Like it feels like hundreds of miles. I'm not telling you to do anything, but you put space between yourself and whatever that is. And I get it, but you can't, that's not where the story stops. We don't stop here. And I'm not knocking dissociation. Sometimes you can't help it. Sometimes it's too much, but try to dial it in. Try to limit it to little daydreams, right? Because we need to plan forward. We need to go forward. And this just feels Are you worried if you go anywhere this is going to happen again? I can't guarantee you that it won't. Nobody can. But we don't. Oh, listen. It might. Different characters, different chapter. Yeah, it might. That's how archetypes work. They come in, rain on your parade, make you work really hard to figure out how to allocate your own brain space. But then they teach you, things. They bring you people, they bring you back to people or towards people that you needed. Energy that you needed to reconnect with. It's okay. It's okay if it happens again. It might. It probably will. I'm sorry. I really am. I've been through unspeakable things that, why do they keep happening? And maybe there's some karma to all of this. Maybe you're like, why does this keep happening? Why does this keep happening? You're not going to figure it out standing still. Because this isn't meditative anymore, right? This is meditative. But notice even in that, I was talking about doing things with a meditative, what's it called when you walk with meditation? Is that wu-wei? I'll have to look it up. Oh, why can't I think of that name of that word? It's not wu-wei. Anyway, that's doing things meditatively. We're still doing things. We're not up in the monastery, hermetically sealed from the world. And even if we were, we wouldn't have self-imposed, we wouldn't be sitting there all bound up with 8 different options of how to get ourselves out of it. Don't trick yourself. Do it in little doses, little daydreams, little escapes are fine. As little escapism never hurt anybody, and you do deserve it. We all do. But I feel like, boy howdy, so do you. Because listen, if you don't keep going forward, if you want to stay here, you're welcome to. Again, like I said in the beginning, you don't got to explain yourself. You don't got to explain yourself to me. You don't got to explain yourself to my dog over here. You don't got to explain yourself to the lady at the bus station. I don't know. You don't have to tell anybody anything. But I don't think you'll like it if you stay there. You might for a little bit, but you know what happens when you do that? It becomes habit. And then that becomes routine. And then 5 years have gone by. 8 years have gone by. And what have we done? Don't do that. Just because things got hairy, real hairy. Don't do that. Because you got places to go. You got places to go. And once you break out of here, which is, this will be you. You're not, and you're gonna do it because of this. Okay? Make this person proud. This person who came along. Make them proud. And this is giving me Tom Bombadil. Holy heck yeah. Hey, oh, hello, Tom Bombadillo. Look at all the yellow. Yeah, they wanted to stay. They didn't want to go. They wanted to stay there. Tom Bombadil forever. No, Tom Bombadil isn't the master of ring race. Tom Bombadil is the master of the woods. So you gotta go. I'm sorry. You can't stay here. Nope. If you're listening to me, excuse me, and you trust that I think that if you trust that I want the best for you, limit this. Limit it. Because when you remember what this felt like, and we're blissfully living, we're indulgently living, meditatively living life and engaging with life way more slowed down than what we were doing before. That leads you on these little steps. You build back. You build all of these to get here. Your 4 of Wands. So just like I said, didn't I say that? I did. When we were talking about when you're here in this kind of space, and I was saying you don't have to explain yourself, and it doesn't really matter what you do because this is such a universal sort of portal moment for you that you're going to get there regardless. You're going to get there regardless. It's which route do you take? How long do you want to spend? Which one? Which one looks like a better time? I hear the guilt in you that other people put in there. Your 4 radio station people all shouting in your head, the clown car. I hear it, the stuff that they said to you. I hear it telling you that you need to stay here and you don't. And I'm sorry I sound frustrated. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at them. Okay? And I feel your frustration. I understand the urge to do this. But just pause and think, which one would you tell your friend to take? Which route? Little steps. It does not mean that once you get here and you get a taste for this indulgent dissociation. I've never thought those words. I don't understand. I'm not even going to go into my own stuff. I have every reason to have thought them, but I haven't. I get it. I get it. It feels easier to do this. This is so much harder. This is so much harder. And this doesn't, I'm begging you to make those little steps, these little pieces, those little Mr. Miyagi lily pads, boop, 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 boop. I'm begging you. You only have to do one. You only have to do one. Just stand there and just revel. Look, I did one. You know, whether this is, I don't know what this is. Like if this is, I got out of bed. I did it. I got out of bed. Yep. No, I didn't make my bed. No, I didn't. But I got out of bed. You know, and make your whole day about that. I'm talking little steps. It's okay. It's okay. You're allowed to feel good. This stuff, I get it. But slowly make this go away by embodying whoever your Tom Bombadil is. Yeah. Go back to those basics. Oh, I made it out of bed today and I bought a new type of tea for myself. And I love my new type of tea. Make your whole day about that new tea that you bought. Oh, I made it out of bed today and I made a cup of tea and I bought a journal. Oh, I made it out of bed today and I made a cup of tea and I bought a journal and I did some yoga. Oh, I made it out of bed today and I made some tea and I got a journal and I started journaling and I did some yoga and I met a new friend. See how it just slowly builds. And on one of those steps, somewhere along the way, you either reconnect. Let me show you the back of the card. So helpful. You either reconnect with what you lost here, peeling out to get away from all this. You either reconnect with it, which I'm sensing that for a small amount of people, to be totally honest with you. More than that, a majority, I'm sensing this is new. This is lovely. This is a reward for all that hard work. And I know we talked about them being little small steps and they're not going to feel like it. And you pat yourself on the back every step of the way and check in with this person. Tell them all about it. Nobody wants to hear more about your slow, methodical steps than this guy. This person. Whoever you thought of, whoever you know who it is. They want to know. They want to know all about it for an hour and 45 minutes in a voice memo or whatever. Tell them. They'll be so proud of you. They'll be so proud of you. And I don't know if that person is in this card here with you. I don't know. You know. You'll figure it out. Doesn't matter really. Just like I said. None of this, the steps in which you do this doesn't really matter. It's that you're taking steps. It's that when you're doing them, you're being mindful. All of that gets you out of that whirlwind, and you bring with you all the lovely stuff that the universe wanted to give you in the first place. And look, look. I'm gonna cover her up. Look what we have here. Wreath. It's back. It's back. Right? It's back. And look how orderly it is now. Because you know how to do this now. You know how to take that and hang it up on the mantle and make it homey. Oh, I feel like you get to feel like you're at home again. Oh, my light fell over. You get to feel like you're home again. It does kind of remind me of the Shire. I'm getting like so emotional for you. Listen. Listen. It's going to be rough. I'm not even going to pull up any cards anymore. It's going to be rough. I'm so sorry. I don't like that. I don't, oh God. When it happens to myself, I'm like, oh, whatever, it's fine. When it happens to somebody else, I want to, if maybe that's what it'll take, to get, once you're out of fight or flight, I feel like is what's happening. You're fleeing something. Once you get out of that, and if you get stuck here and you don't have your Tom Bombadil around anymore, they aren't answering the phone, whatever, and I want you to embody it anyway. It's not like you have to constantly rely on that person. You get stuck in this place. I really, really, really want you to practice. What would you tell your friend? Because you are your friend. My God. The universe doesn't impose this kind of stuff on you and send it your way to parse through, to get through, because it is trying to punk you. And it doesn't, sure as heck doesn't send you this as a reward in the end, just for ish and giggles. No. It wants you here, but it wants to know how bad you want it. And I think at some point or another, you're going to tell yourself, I don't care anymore. I don't care. As long as everything is just quiet and still and doesn't move and doesn't make a noise and I don't have to think about it. That's, but what would you tell your friend? What would you tell your friend? What would you tell your friend if they were there? Be your friend. Embody this and go. You'll be celebrating. Look, it's Sam and Rosie. Ah! You get there. I'm feeling very much autumn vibes from this. I don't think I've ever really felt like a season before from this. If anything, I've usually felt springy about it because it's just so yellow and lush. But this does feel autumnal. So maybe something around the autumn equinox. I think there's quite a few eclipses coming up in the autumn. Okay. So we're at the end of summer. It's not that far away. It's really not. It'll go by real fast. I understand in your situation, it probably does not feel like it. But hang in there. Hang in there. Hang in there. And you know what? If you do start to feel like, well, why did I have to take so many detours? And when you get here, this kind of integration and this as a reward for all of it, you wouldn't have been able to sustain it as the person you were before you went through all of this. You could have held on to it for a minute. And I'm not at all saying that you wouldn't have deserved it, because everybody deserves beautiful things and lovely, supportive, balanced home. Yeah. But let's make sure you get there and you get to keep it. Good for you. All right, I made that an hour long. I'm sorry I took so much of your time. If you had to put me on, I was going to pull some clarifying cards, but I'm just not even going to do that to you. I'm really, really, really glad for where you end up, and I'm sorry that it takes what it does. But listen, your new life will cost you your old one, okay? And that goes for physical places, people, habits, mindsets, all those things that you want for yourself. You gotta sacrifice something for it, because there's too much going on for it to come in. It wants to. The universe really, really, really wants you to have it. So bad. I want you to have it. I want you to know that it's coming. I want you to want to have it. I don't want you to spend more than, don't spend more than you have to here. Don't spend more than you have to. And then, excuse me. And then, yay. The return home with the elixir. The hero's journey. Come home. Come home. You get it. You get it. God. If you're feeling how I was in the beginning of that, I'm sending you so much love. I'm seriously sending you so much love. You'll make it through. You wouldn't be tested like this if you didn't have the chutzpah. I believe in you. I believe in you. Look forward to the autumn. Maybe there's some things you get to celebrate in the autumn. Somebody's birthday. Do you love Halloween? Do you just love fall time? It's going to happen. It'll be soon. Okay? Just make sure you don't spend too much time in indulgent dissociation. Okay? Don't spend any more time in that detour than you have to. Okay? I love you so much. I'm sending you so much love. Thank you so much for being here. If you stuck around this long, let me know, because I owe you something at this point, for heaven's sake. And all my blessings to you along this journey. If you do happen to watch this whole video and let me know when you get here, just please be like, girl, I made it. Look at my 4 wands. I want to know. You don't got to tell me all the details unless you want to. I'd love to know. Super nosy. Because it's gonna happen. It will. Mm-hmm. Yep. It will happen for you. All right. So much love. Bye.